Hi, it's Sarah from Dolls and Daydreams here, and today is Teddy Day. Okay, I'm just a bit excited because I absolutely love teddies. I think lots of people do too, so let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be a machine embroidery in the hoop teddy bear. It's super easy. We're using my Quick Kids teddy pattern and they are darling and kawaii cute and oh my goodness, they are so fast. Do you know the stitch out is in under 15 minutes? It's pretty cool. Okay, these all come in 4x4s all the way up to 8x12s. They are super easy and are meant to teach you how to, in the hoop, create soft toys and of course teach your children or your grandchildren. So don't worry if you have a beginner starter machine that only has a 4x4 hoop. These come in 4x4s and they are darling. You can make keychains with them, you can make baby mobiles, and you can make pocket friends. They're fun, fast, easy to make for craft fairs. They are really good fillers and they sell out every time. Very cheap and cheerful. But oh so cute! Okay, let's start with a tutorial. So we've hooped our tearaway stabilizer, popped the hoop into the machine, and we've run our first step, the fabric placement stitch. You can already see Teddy's outline. Right, cut a piece of fabric large enough to cover the entire placement stitch outline. You want your stretch fabric running from left to right across Teddy. Make sure the fabric overlaps Teddy's toes and ears by at least an inch. Best fabrics for this project are stretchy ones like Fleece and Minky. That means Teddy's gonna be snuggly. Pop your hoop back in the machine and let's do the tack down stitch. Remove your hoop and place a piece of water-soluble stabilizer over the top of where the face is going to be. Place your painter's tape on the edges and we're ready to go again. Now for the face. The water-soluble is so that our face stitches do not sink into fluffy fabrics such as Fleece or Minky. I'll be editing out the color changes from now on just to keep this tutorial fast. A tip is to always pick out your colors beforehand. It makes it much faster to stitch out. But look, he's already coming alive. The eyes really make him. I have a tendency to always use black when I'm doing my sketches of my patterns, but it's really fun to use contrasting colors for the pupils. Give it a go. I always love a bit of eye shine. It just makes the dolls come alive. Next is the mouth and the nose, and then we're going to go on to the cheeks. Remove Teddy from the hoop and let's get rid of the water-soluble stabilizer. Pick out the last pieces with your fingernails, but really you can do this after we turn him at the end. Place your hoop back in the machine and let's do the placement stitches for the inner ears. Take your inner ear fabric and place it over them. Again, make sure that they are completely covered before you run the tack down stitch. Place Teddy back into the machine and let's run the tack down stitch. Remove the hoop from the machine, take some sharp scissors, I really like the curved ones, and trim around the outside of your placement stitches for your inner ears. Oh my goodness, looks so cute already. Right, now we need to place a piece of back fabric over the fabric we've already got down. It needs to be large enough to cover that fabric completely. We don't need any holes in Teddy. Pop the hoop back in the machine and let's do the final stitch. This is the complete tack down stitch for your entire softie. There of course will be a hole left in the side. This is our turning and stuffing hole. Remove Teddy from the hoop and let's get our sharp scissors and take away all of those tiny little stitches. Take Teddy out of the hoop and let's remove the stabilizer. When removing stabilizer, keep your fingers on the stitches and tear away. The reason why I do this is sometimes there can be the odd loose stitch and you don't want to pull it out. Take a sharp pair of scissors or some pinking shears and we're going to trim around Teddy now. Cut a 1/4 inch seam allowance and don't forget to leave a funnel next to your opening. If you use regular scissors, you're going to want to clip the curves. Just be careful not to go through your stitches. Now let's remove the rest of the stabilizer. Okay, so when you come to the face, again, please place your fingers over the small stitches, especially the delicate ones of the mouth and the nose, because we don't want to pull them out by accident. This is really the cleanup time. You want to get rid of all of those long stitches and any residual tearaway that is sort of bogging down in these seams. Because ultimately when we turn Teddy the other way, we want nice, clean, non-puckering, very, very soft looking seams. Now we need to clip in between the limbs, in between the neck and the limbs, and in between the ears. Anywhere there is a sharp corner, you need to snip with your scissors. Now, do not go through your stitches. You really don't want a hole in Teddy, but this actually frees up the curves so that when we turn Teddy, they will really pop. So don't forget this step. It's super, super, super important. And now we're ready to turn Teddy. This is the real fun part. So grab some hemostats and let's get going. Pop your hemostats through the opening and go up towards the top ear. I have a video all about hemostats, so do check it out. I'll pop a link up. Grab the ear with the hemostats and pull Teddy out through the stuffing hole opening. Well, that was quick and easy, wasn't it? With the hemostats closed, use your tip and work around the edges of your softie so that you're kind of pushing them out. This is especially important in the neck area and the limbs. This will help when we go to stuff Teddy. It means that those seams are going to be nice and smooth and you'll be able to get all your stuffing in there. Right, let's get stuffing. Again, I have another tutorial about stuffing, so I'm not going to go into it too much in depth here. Just remember to always fluff your stuffing before you start stuffing. Paintbrushes are your friends, and so is keeping your hand nice and flat on Dolly or Teddy's face. And of course, you will always use way more stuffing than you ever imagine. Okay, he's looking good. Let's turn him over and make sure there's no lumps or bumps in the front and rearrange that stuffing a little bit. And now it's time for the ladder stitch. Let's push the funnel inside Teddy's leg, and you can pin it if you would like. Key here is to follow your placement stitch as a guide to the shape that we are going to actually sew the Teddy's leg up. Because we don't want a flat leg, we want a little curve there. Okay, I'm going to whiz through this because this is our ladder stitch tutorial. I'll pop a link for that in this video too, so that we can finish him up really super fast. Tie off the end and hide the thread inside of Teddy. Oh, hello Teddy, you look terribly cute and I think I'm gonna have to hug you. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and that you give your 4x4 hoops a test run today. Don't be scared and don't only use them for doll faces. You will have so much fun. If you've made one of the Quick Kid Teddies, please feel free to link below or let me know how they turned out, and of course, show them off in my Facebook group. Take care, happy sewing, and don't forget to tune in next week for another tutorial.